Have you ever been told you do something like a girl? If you have, you know that, well, sometimes you have been told you are a girl and you are a girl. You say the retort back, but I am a girl. What's wrong with that? My name is Cadence Alberty, and I'm showing you how girls are discriminated and what we should do against it. Girls and women have been discriminated against in the workforce, in schools, and some believe they have to be perfect to be accepted. We can't do Men can't do things alone. Take World War II for example. Look at how without women, men would not have tools or planes or food across the seas when fighting. Rosie the Riveter was one of the women who helped women get inspired to work. She helped with propaganda and she helped fix and make planes. So why are we discriminated against? Women only make up 46.8% in the workforce, and this could be because of moms or company owners. This could be because of moms having to stay with their children all the time, but this could be because of company owners not wanting women in their company. Or 42% of women say in the U.S. say they have been discriminated against in the workforce. The gap doesn't seem bad until you see the numbers. There are 10.3 million more men than women in the workforce. This really needs to change because we can work too. Women have tried very hard over the years to work and prove themselves. This woman is clearly worked very hard on the computer. Have you ever heard of the gender pay gap? This is the gap between the amount of women's income versus the amount of men's income. Men typically earn 8% more per hour than women. This really needs to change. This also could lead to poverty in later life for women, and without that, we have nowhere. We then rely on men for money and food, and we can't have that. So, men's and women's professional sports are discriminated against. But due to Title IX, women could play on men's sports while in school, but they don't. Men have more of a chance to get a college scholarship, and so college for sports, and so colleges discriminate as well. We are just as capable to have. We are just as capable to. Women are just as capable to play sports. So let's move into younger ages. Only 69% of girls play sports, whereas 75% of boys do. When doing a group project, boys will tend to ignore a girl's ideas and just go with their own ideas, even if the girl's ideas are the same but better. Girls will be super smart in elementary school, but in later years they will hide it to be accepted by both gender groups. This really needs to change because we need to be accepted the way we are. But things are changing. In 2015, when people ages 25 to 34 got a bachelor's degree, 37.5% of women got one, only 29.5% of men got one. A girl named Marley Diaz thought that most books were about a boy and his dog in her library. She started a program about books for colored girls. We can do things similar to this. You don't have to make an entire program to get books for your school, but you could also just simply make a brochure and send it to a company. Try and get a friend into a sport if you play one and they don't. Don't think that soccer, and if you do dance, don't think that soccer or softball is more of a sport than dance, because soccer and softball are just the same as dance. This is really important to me because I'm part of the future, and if I don't change anything soon, I might not be able to get a good job in the future that I really want. So things need to change. We need to make things right. Girls need to step up and think for themselves. We can help each other in the future because we are the future. We need to make it right.